Okay, I almost used my Expo pen. That would have been bad. Lesson 17, the number line, and then fractions with mixed numbers. So first off, example one, we have our number line. Example one on page 83. So we have 2 on the lower end, 3 on the upper end. How many tick marks are in between there, Talon? 4. So what's that mean my denominator will be, Talon? 4? Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we got to remember to always count this last one. So that'd mean 5 would be our denominator. So what's our whole number? What's our big number out front, Grace? What's going to be the number right here? Not the numerator, the whole number that'll go right here. So what's this number right here? 2. So it's going to be 2, and oh, I didn't even write the dot down. Yeah, I forgot about that. So 2 and it's at the 3rd tick mark, so it'd be 2 3/5. That's how we would write that that mixed number. So 2 3/5, because it's past the 2 and then it's not quite to 3. And how far is it? It's about halfway, but to be exact, it's 3/5 of the way in between the 2 and the 3. So we're going to be doing, it looks like an activity with the inch ruler to the 16th. So the 16th mark, that is the smallest number that's going to be on your ruler. And it's also going to be usually the smallest number that's on a tape measure. So that very small tick is going to be the 16th. So first off, this first ruler that they have on page 83, it's showing the whole numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's every 1 inch. That's every 1 inch. And then the second one, they're showing it to the half and then also to the quarter. So I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to come over and show you which one's which. So page 83. So this one right here, in between 0 and 1, that's the half, which means what's that? That'll be a quarter. So 1 quarter, 2 quarters, 3 quarters, and then 1 whole. Kind of like with money. So it'd be 25 cents, 50 cents, 75 cents, and then $1. Okay? Yeah. So you got 0, 1 quarter, 1 half, 3 quarters. So there you go. And then when you turn the page, since we were doing quarters and halves, I'm assuming, yep, now we have every eighth of an inch. So when we look at that, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 tick marks before you reach the 1, or I should say 7 before you reach the 1, and then once you hit number 1, that would be 8/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll come over and make sure you guys see what I'm talking about. So that would be 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and then at the 1 would be 8/8. Right down, so 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and then at 1 would be 8/8. And that's the same thing with when we get to the 16th. Once you get to the 16th, which is even a closer measurement. So when you're building something that needs very specific measurements, which is pretty much going to be anything you end up building, crafting. My wife, she does a lot of crafting. She measures everything up to the 16th of an inch. And when I was installing my air conditioning this summer, I had to make sure that it was exact up to the 16th of an inch. Even hanging up pictures every now and then, and hanging up shelves for my daughter's nursery. I've been measuring everything with the tape measure up to the 16th of an inch. So when you look at that ruler, all those tiny little tick marks, if you count them all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 total tick marks. Let me show you here what I'm talking about. I'm going to go to just a regular ruler that has all, there's usually some good images. So 16th of an inch ruler. Let me show you up here on the board so you can see what I'm talking about. So right here, this is a good picture. Move my head, move this thingy. Oh no, where'd it go? So right here in this little picture. No, I just want to see the image. I don't want to go to a different screen. So let's open image in a new tab. Maybe. All right, we're just going to look at it right here. So for the 1, this would be 1 inch. Then it goes to the tiny little mark, which would be a 16th of an inch. Then you move up to 1/8, because another word for 1/8 would be 2/16, then 3/16. Then the next one would be 1/4, which another word for 1/4 would be 4/16. Then you go to 5/16, 3/8, which is the reduced version of 6/16, then 7/16. 1/2 is the reduced form of 8/16, 9/16, 10/16, or 5/8, 11/16, 3/4, or 12/16, 13/16, 7/8, which would be 14/16, 15/16, and then once we get to your next whole number, you're going to have 16/16. So rulers, they're going to have, that's usually how you're going to be seeing your rulers. All the rulers I have, that's how they are measured. Same thing with the tape measure. If you use the tape measure, it'll be the same way. So that is all that I have for you. On example 2 in your book on page 84, it shows you kind of like this picture that I have up on my screen. So yeah, go ahead and do, so page 85, A through G. I'll help you with any of those if you guys need it, A through G. And then you'll be doing 1 through 21 odd, 1 through 21 odd. So about a little over 15 problems. So that's all I have for you guys.